class 12th NCERT textbook of exercise 1.3 based on a inverse function. So that is fourth question onwards it is given here. So now you see fourth question here, it is given that f of x is equal to 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4, which is where x is not equals to 2 by 3. That means the domain contains not equals to, means other than 2 by 3 all the real numbers will be there. Show that fo of f of x is equals to x for all the, and what is the inverse of x? Fo of x is this. Here most of the students will get confused. Let me explain here very clearly. Simple hai, f of x is nothing but in the place of x, here x here it is there, so x is there. So in place of x, if you are taking any other, here 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 is there, f of, in the place of x. So here in place of x, 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 completely should be taken. Here in the place of x, this is there. So the here 4 into f of something is equals to 4 into something plus 3 by 6 into something minus 4. So in this place, whatever it is there, here 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 is there, that should be placed here and here. Okay, so like that, if you are going and simplifying this, you are going to get on LCM, finding LCM and cancellation, the remaining process, we are going to get it as a x. So that is only asking to you to prove here. So hence fo of f of x is equals to x. So fo of f of x is equals to x is nothing but this is an identity function. Then the inverse of f is itself. Whenever fo of f of x is equals to x, if you get, so that is the inverse is itself. So therefore inverse of this function is 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 itself. Okay, next let us go for the next question. State with the reasons whether the following functions have inverse or not. So now the question is given that the function is defined from the domain 1 2 3 4 to 10 is it, and it is defined as a 1 comma 10 2 comma 10. Can you tell me the what is this type of, what type of the function is this? So this is actually, yes, it is a constant function, which is called as a constant function because all are given to the, and f is many to one function. This is all the elements are related to the only 10. So many elements are, so since it is not one function, therefore inverse does not exist, no inverse, it has no inverse. So okay, so see the diagram, just diagrammatical representation will be like this. Now let us go for the next. In that it is given to you this question. In the same way, if you see that 5 and 7 are having, here if you see that 5 and 7 are having the same image as a 4. So based on that you can say many to one function, it is not a one function, therefore no inverse. So this is also having no inverse. Next let us go for the next question. Let us move little bit faster. This also you can do it. It is many to one function. As a homework you can consider this one and complete it. Okay, and this function whenever it is given to you, all the elements of 2 3 4 5 have the distinct images, so it is a 1 1. So but it is whether it is onto or not also you need to h is onto, because these all are having the pre images, so therefore this is onto. So it is an onto function, so a 1 1 function, so it has a inverse. And method to find the inverse here. Now how do we find out the inverse of if a function is given to you? We have to consider y is equals to f of x. Y should be taken as onto, to prove onto in the what way we will do, in the same way we need to take the y from the codomain and that should be equated to the f of x, and from that x you need to find out. So f inverse of x you are going to get. So this is a function for the, if f of x is equals to 2x plus 7, then f inverse of y is y minus 7 by 2, f inverse of x if you want x minus 7 by 2 you can write. Okay, so and then substituting, then you are going to get method of finding the inverse here, x cube plus 3. So x is equals to f inverse of y is equals to, and if it is 1 1 and onto only, then the inverse exists, otherwise inverse does not exist here. Okay, so do remember that. Now let us go for the sixth question. Show that the function f in an interval, this is not the set here, it is an interval from minus 1 to 1, all the real numbers including minus 1 and 1, all the real numbers 2 are, it is given by f of x is equals to x by x plus 2. It is 1 1 function, and find the inverse of the function also asking. So to prove the 1 1 function, we need to take the, you know that already f of x1 equal to f of x2, you need to take, from that you are going to get x1 equal to x2. So find the inverse means already it is given here, do remember that already it is given that f of is implies to range. Range means whatever the range of the f is there, that is only the codomain is given, then only the inverse exists, otherwise it will not be an onto function, so it does not exist. So do remember that this function is changed from here to, if this is a domain and codomain, for this function inverse may not exist. So that's why it is very clearly find the inverse of the function if f is given to you minus 1 to 1 to range of f. So since it is given range of f is equals to range of f is equals to range of f, whatever it is given, that is only codomain is given. So the here in the codomain place it is very clearly mentioned that range of f. So range of f, codomain both are equal means then it is an onto function. Okay, so onto function. Now clearly let g is the function, it is a inverse. How to find the inverse already have seen. Y you have to take from the range of f, y is equals to f of x you need to take. So from that x value you need to find out, x is equals to, if you get confused here I am giving the solution also. So what is given to you here, y is equals to x by x plus 2. Take this x plus 2 here, y into x plus 2 is equals to x, and multiply, and from this xy plus 2y, you do in your notebook this also, is equals to x. Okay, so and take the all the x's together, this x you take this side, so what do you get here, you are going to get it as a x. Okay, so on simplification you are going to get the required y value, x value as a 2y by 1 minus y. So where y is not equals to, this is itself the inverse of the function, g of y you can consider 2y by 1 minus y. So this is a way to find out the inverse of the function. Now the question is asking, show that it is invertible. Show that it is invertible is nothing but 1 1 you onto both you need to prove here. So to prove the 1 1, f of x1 equal to x2 you need to take, and x1 x2 you have to prove, and onto. So now here you have to it looks like onto, proving onto and as well as inverse finding both will be a little bit similar, but here in the difference is that in while proving onto, whatever the x value are getting, that should be belongs to the domain, this domain, for any value of the codomain. Codomain value y any real number you take, x you are going to get real number, yes. So that's why it is an onto function. Okay, so now h is invertible. The inverse of this function is this one itself, I already told you this one. So because x is equals to f of x equal to y is nothing but x is equals to f inverse of y. So x is equals to f inverse of y. F inverse of y, if you read, f inverse of y is equals to y minus 3 by 4. So that's why y minus 3 by 4 is taken. And here f inverse, whenever you write, be concentrate that this should be the domain for f inverse. This should come here and this should go here. These points please keep in your mind. Here in this case both are r. Now let us go for the eighth problem. F of x is equals to x square plus 4. Show that f is invertible. Invertible is nothing but 1 1 onto you need to find out. And same way here onto to prove y is equal to x square plus 4. From this x value unit, take the 4 to the right side, y minus 4 under root of y minus 4 you will get. So simplification is given to you for any value. If you take y from the 4 onwards, that's why here if you observe very clearly, the codomain is given from the 4 to all the positive real numbers, because less than 4 if it is given to you, this will become x as a complex number. So under root of negative number you are going to get, it is a complex number, it will not be in there. So that's why here positive real numbers here it is given to you. So positive real numbers as it is given, here it is 1 1 function. If it is not positive real numbers, it will not be 1 1 function. And if this function is real numbers, if it is given, it will not be onto function. So these points to be noted here. Okay, so now let us go for here onto function and invertible. The inverse is this one itself. Okay, so now let us go for the ninth problem. This is very interesting and very important problem also. Everyone please learn very clearly. Okay, so first you need to prove that 1 1. To prove the 1 1 function, f of x1 equal to f of x2 should be taken, and on simplification you are going to get the x1 is equals to x2. So this is a way to prove. And let us go for the onto. How do we prove the onto? So y belongs to the codomain should be taken, y is equal to f of x. So from this you need to take the y value. So how do we take the y is equal to x value you need to find out, sorry. So you need to find out the x value. So simplification you see here apply the formula of finding the quadratic equation formula. So minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, where a is equals to 9, b is equals to 6, c is equals to minus of 5 minus y. So quadratic equation formula, if you are finding x value you are going to get, and on simplification you will get like this. So this is the unsimplification, you will get minus 1 plus or minus under root of 6 minus y. So this is belongs to the real numbers, positive real numbers, as the y is given to you here minus 5 to infinity. So this is a point you need to remember, okay. Hence it is an onto function. Then the inverse will be this one itself with the inverse, okay. Now let us go for the 10th question. Here it is given that f is equals to x to y, the invertible function. Show that f has the inverse. So here very interesting question. Little confusion may be there for you to solve this. So let g1 is a function from y to x and g2 is a function from y to x be the inverses of f. Two inverses existed. So if two inverses exist, f circle means fo g1 of y and fo g2 of y both should be the identity functions. So from this you are going to get g1 is equals to g2, hence it is a unique, okay. It looks like a little bit complicated but very easy. And now see here, this is also very simple here, okay. So and try to understand the problem, and if you have any doubt easily you can understand and you can solve it. Now let us see here. Twelfth problem here, invertible function. Show that f inverse of f inverse is f. So x is invertible function is nothing but here. Then there exists a function g such that f circle g fog and gof both are equals to f. Fog will be equals to identity function y. So do remember that fog is an identity function in y is nothing but y to y, and gof will be the identity function ix. So why? Because gof to define, already I told you that here gof to define the function whatever you are taking, it should be from x to x, okay. So that is that's why here, hence f inverse is equals to g. So now gof is equals to identity function x, fog is equals to identity function a. So that means g is the inverse na. So here g is the inverse we have considered. So g is the inverse function. If it is, then f inverse of f is equals to ix, f of f inverse is equals to iy. So next, hence f inverse y to x is invertible and f is inverse of f inverse. Now this is also very interesting 13th problem. So objective type question, like objective it is given to you f of x you need to find out. In the place of x, just substituting only. On simplification, then you are going to get it as a x. So therefore the option C is right answer here, okay. So 14th question is function r from r minus 4 by 3 to r is given to you as a 4x by 3x plus 4. So the inverse is asking to you to find out here. First you need to prove that 1 is proved. Next onto is proved. So then after proving the onto, whatever you get 4y by 4y minus 3, that is itself this is itself the inverse. So therefore f inverse of y will be equals to 4y by 4 minus 3y, where y is not equals to 4 by 3. Thank you. With this we are completed the exercise 1.3.